We'll play some Big Red and some Belcher. We won the die roll, but this hand's way too slow to keep. This hand has a turn 1 Chalice of the Void for 1. Seems fine. We're going to bottom another fatty. We want like a sneak attack or something. In my day, Qs are enough for everyone, right? I wonder what bullshit excuse Lee is gonna have for why it's a good idea to close the Legacy Leagues. Because there's definitely a bullshit excuse somewhere. There's gonna be, we don't want competitive Legacy Leagues. Like, there's barely enough people for friendly Legacy Leagues because of how expensive Legacy is on Magic Online. I bet they announced it. Can we, like, get a valid reason? I mean, I'm sure there's a reason. It's probably not valid. Maybe I should save this to, like, check the top of his deck at some point. Ponder entered the revealed card zone, sure. The old double C. We can technically make 8 mana right now. It's a shame Gristlebrand requires swamps. We have 1 swamp. Man, if we should have saved this other Lotus Petal, then we'd have 2 swamps. Just got into Legacy. Well, getting into Magic Online is just a poor life decision overall, so, like, you've only done this to yourself. You are the reason you are miserable right now. No one else. Alright, Chalice for 1. Terminus, sure. Oh, God. If he spell pierces us, we could pay for it? That's so good. Watch him just, like, Venser or Council Judgment us next turn. Do they still play Council Judgment? I know what's his name's on Venser. We can't escape the Terminus. The Terminuses are everywhere! Yeah, we lost to the last Terminus deck we played too. We're just going to be like OX against Terminus decks today. At least we have these beautiful basic mountains to look at. Like, if all else fails, we have our stunning mana base. You are the reason you are miserable right now. Yep. Yep, Lee's really quick with the bullshit excuses at least. He's very quick to respond. We're putting up competitive leagues. Oh, you know what? I should have cast the monkey. That was a mistake. I should have cast the... God, look at the savage misplays I am making. Yeah, this should have gotten cast last turn. I was so appreciative of my mana base here. Oh, you know what would make these better? I need to get these 8th and 9th edition alternating. I think they're all 9th edition right now. We definitely need to change that up. GG. We have Simian Spirit Guide. We're fine. This is literally Grey Ogre, only it's strictly better because it's an ape spirit instead of an ogre. Opponent can't win. Yeah, see? Scalding Tarn. Can't win. Grey Ogre. And if I would have played this last turn, we'd be so far ahead, we'd have attacked his Jace. All of the mistakes that I have made, just because I was appreciating these beautiful mountains. Simian Spirit Guide can get expert from Drog Skull. Strictly better. Strictly better. Look at that. Look, he doesn't even have anything to defend his silly little Jace the Mind Sculptor. I feel like you're a traitor, Cities. He's probably going to play a Vendilion Click and take away our Grizzly Bees. I love my Grizzly Bees. Don't take him away. Don't take my Grizzly Bees away from me. Oh, man, look at that. Connection. Nice Jace. This is my Grey Ogre. Got him. Got him. Lee responded with the reason why they took down the league was to... Well, I don't understand why you can't put the other one back up. Why can't you start the new one right away if you're closing the old one? Wait, is there... I guess there's downtime tomorrow, probably, because it's Magic Online and we have to have downtime for things like that. Correct, Eddie. Like, what? Nobody fucking knows. Nobody... Apologies for my brief profanity. I semi-censored myself, but, like, it's obnoxious. It's just, like, one of the many wonderful Magic Online decisions that we'll never really know the answer to. Feels like I could do it part-time, right? Oh no! Oh no! Monastery Mentor! For them to patch the servers and bring all of their new and exciting stuff. Alright. This is it, team. This is what we've been waiting for. No second force of will, one time, fam. He's gonna force us. It's unfortunate. He's deciding which of his many blue cards to pitch. He's just got so many blue cards. His Grey Ogre is so much better than ours. Gosh, I can't attack. His three mana guy is so much better than my 3 mana guy. It's a good time, Lido. I do enjoy myself. So he's gonna play his top, get it countered. I had 4 Beseiju. So we need to draw like a Through the Breach or another Sneak Attack next turn. I guess Inferno Titan probably does it too. Unless he's on a 3rd force, of course, which he very well could be. He's seen a lot of cards by now. Godo might get it done as well, actually. Godo's a good guy. Him and his Booter Skull. Godo and the Booter Skull. It's a story for the ages. Wow. So we're just not going to have. Well, you know. Play around Flusterstorm, I suppose. The old triple counterbalance. God, if this resolves, we might have a chance. He could just have, like, actual counterspell in his hand, too. Alrighty. Draw some cards. Play Malurtus Petal. Now the real question here is, do I crash with the Gristlebrand and then I can't draw more cards until I crash. I think I just like ship the Gristlebrand into the Jace and then draw 7 more and like try and hit another sneak attack or something. Yeah, I think that's reasonable. I could play the Inferno Titan out here, but I think I just want to do this. Let's just ship this into the Jace. We've got so much mana in our hand right now. Ugh, and all we hit was more mana. It's unfortunate. We do have a lot of mana. So this is 5. Yeah, sure, I could Titan the Jace. So this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I can go sneak attack plus boop, and I've got multiple Titans here. Sure. We are very close to hardcast Evercool, aren't we? All of the mana. Nice fair blue deck you got there, opponent. It'd be a shame if someone were to do something unfair. I couldn't draw more cards until I hit him with the Gristlebrand. I was at 6 life. I had lifelink before that happened. We are in fact getting them. So put this one into play here. Boop, boop, boop. Sacrifice these guys. No, there's a Brainstorm on top of his deck. We know that from these counterbalances. Thank God he isn't playing Exquisite Blood, right? We're gonna get this Terminus player with our big red scary monsters. That turn went well. Yeah, it was not scale of 1 to not bad. Definitely closer to not bad side of the scale. I'm kind of okay. I kept the worm back in case he has Terminus in hand. Opponent concedes. Your thoughts on Dredgevine with prized anagram? I think the Dredge deck in Modern is just another of many all-in decks that aren't very good. Like they're great when you run hot, and when you're not running hot, they're poop. All right, this matchup's super clean. Seething Song and Blood Moon out. I don't want Shattering Spree. I'm bringing a Trinisphere. Pyroblast, Pyroclasm, Sudden Shock, Sin Prodder. All of these come in. They're pretty reasonable. Chalice of the Void stays in because it's great. Godo's great. Life's great. Yep. So just like Blood Moon's not great against Miracles. Seething Song I like to board out against the Disruption decks. You only really want Seething Song post board when like you're trying to race your opponent. Yeah, I think this hand's fine. Against Miracles, you're not really racing to explode on your opponent. You really just want to keep hands that have access to a lot of mana in them, so that way you can guaranteed cast all of the spells that you draw. We already played 4.5 matches with Kiki. I'm really kind of sad right now. Like, I really enjoy playing Legacy on Magic Online, but I can't in good conscience pay $12 to play a Legacy League on Magic Online like that. That's really awful that they're cutting the reasonably priced League option and replacing it with one that costs 50% more. Like, that's miserable. I'm going to blast any blue spell he plays here. Definitely Counterbalance. Ancient Tomb was a great draw, so let's just play Trinisphere here. They don't have enough players to support 2 Legacy Leagues. There's only 350 people in the existing league. Competitive leagues are higher risk, higher reward, and Magic Online is already such a risk and a cash sink. I really don't want to wager extra money to lose in a game that's variance by design. It's very frustrating. All right, that's what you could call an okay draw. Boop. Boop. I don't think I actually want to draw any more cards. We don't have a ton of fast mana post board when we cut the acceleration. So I think I'm actually just going to move to discard here. Figure out what we want to do. I mean, EMA is awful value on Magic Online, so I'm not sure why they expect that to work. What lands do I want to keep is the real question. I think it's probably just like mountain, right? Or 2 mountains. Probably just go like double Sin Prodder next turn, actually. So I'm going to discard... Yeah, I'm going to discard all these double lands that we don't need. And discard one of these extra mountains. I think I want to discard the 3rd Sneak Attack, the Batter Skull, the Spirit Guide, the Sudden Shock. Maybe I just don't want the Sin Prodder, so I just want to like jam Sneak Attacks. Yeah, maybe I should have kept that other Sneak Attack. Yeah, I'm actually just gonna do this. Sudden Shock lets us interact with the combo if he has it. Sneak Attack Titan does 12 next turn. Okay, yeah, that's fair. And maybe I'm supposed to like keep a third Sneak Attack here instead of the Sudden Shock. that's a tough call. Well, I'm just supposed to jam. Let's just jam. Oh, you know what? I should have floated and then played the mountain here so we can get Spell Pierce off of this. Yeah, that was a mistake. A little sloppy. All right. Good job, fam. Rawr! He could like flash in Sapcaster Rage and block here. That's what's happening. Okay. Had to let the triggers resolve first. Oh, or plow. Sure. That makes this Gristlebrand better next turn. We'd kept Ape. Yeah. Yeah, maybe keeping the Sudden Shock was too timid. But, like, if he had, like, Containment Priest, I really needed this Sudden Shock. So, I think keeping the Sudden Shock is a fine conservative play. Not keeping any of this in products also makes us weak to Pithing Needle here. Lee Sharp liked his own tweet. God bless him. Yeah, I'm not sure why he decided to take 3 extra damage. You know, you'd have to ask him. No reason to play a second troop out into a Terminus, right? We've got a Pyroblast too. That's so good. So I'm not going to play the Chalice out since we have a Pyroblast. Seems wonderful. Put him on the bottom. Boop. 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 God, I try so hard to like Magic Online and just like... I just feel like they keep kicking me and they just don't want me to play their game. Like, I just want to play Magic on the computer, and you keep making it really hard when you do things like take away the reasonably priced leagues. Do they not understand that they would get more money if they would just rake us less? We can find Batterskull with Sir Goads. Yep, and Sepsicoda. That is the battle plan. He's another Terminus here. He's got 3 looks and then 3 more looks. Miracles is the best deck in Legacy and is the best deck by a large margin. Jeez, he found it again? Rough. At least his Batterskull's left over. Oh, wait. We get another combat step, don't we? Oh, that's funny. I'm glad I had to stop there. So he did it at the wrong timing. That's fine. So when Godo attacks, he gives you a second combat step. Rawr! Look at all these. Look at all these fun points we have made. No, we couldn't do it. Yeah, we couldn't do it in combat. If we didn't have a second combat step there, I was going to equip it after we put it in as end step for sure. Yeah, if he doesn't... Oh, we still have the first combat. Okay, so he's screwed either way. Good call. Good call. You're right. It actually didn't matter on his part. Godo, the Bandit Warlord, or as I like to call him, the good Stoneforge Mystic. The old playable Stoneforge Mystic here. The mountains are beautiful. Oh, right. We need some 8th edition mountains. I'll find 8th edition mountains later. I need to mix and match some of these 9th editions with 8th editions. Oh. Belcher, please. Alright, fine. We'll play one match of Belcher. And then I think we're going to call it. I really just... Magic Online makes it... we're trying so hard to like Magic Online. And they don't... Alrighty, so what does this hand do? So we won the die roll. That's a good first step. So how much mana does this hand make? This hand makes 1, 2, 3. If we probe into a mana, we kill him. Keep. We're going to start with Land Grant because there's no worse feeling than probing into the stomping ground you intended to get with Land Grant. Okie doke. We hit a Mana Source and our opponent dies. Not Lion's Eye Diamond Mana Source. No! Alright. Can we go off with Burning Wish then instead? So how much mana do we have? Opponent doesn't have any counter magic in their hand. So this hand makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. So I can cast... Oh, I have to put this into play first. I can just cast this to generate Storm. So we can't, unfortunately, kill him with Charbelcher this turn, but we can make a bunch of goblins. Yeah, make a bunch of goblins. Cast this. Initiate Control Key. Cast Burning Wish. Crack this in response. For... the red manas, hit OK. I would like to use Burning Wish's ability. I'd like to empty the Vorens for 16 of the goblins. The goblins, to me, my goblins, to me. It is nowhere near our record of 52 goblins on the first turn of the game, but it'll do, pig. That'll do. Opponent concedes. We have bested our opponent with this game of skills that we play. It was a true battle of wits, if you will. Alright, so we have Janted Swarms and Pyroblasts. What do we want? We need to trim some stuff and things here. So I think I want the Pyroblasts in, and maybe some of the Swarms. I really don't love Swarms against Delver. Like, they're just so fast. I just like some of these to kill Delvers. And 52 Goblins. So it involves diminishing returns. It involves diminishing returns to get 52 Goblins. This is recorded. You can find it in my archives. We got 52 goblins on the first turn. It involves a bunch of cantrips and then going off with diminishing returns into more goblins. And I think we actually cast 2 Empty the Warrens that game. Yeah, I think it was 26 and then... Maybe it was 54. 26 and 28 goblins. That sounds right. It was over 50. I'm aware it was over 50. I'll have to find the archive. I think I highlighted it separately. Anywho, we need to cut some stuff here. At least one seething song can go. Of when this was done, dear Lord. I need to find it. I'll have to find it after. There actually aren't that many Belcher archives, so it probably shouldn't be too hard for you to find. Burning Wish is a solid medium against Force of Will decks too, so maybe just like trim like this. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. Okay, so this hand doesn't have any win conditions in it, so we're going to mulligan. You can't keep a win conditionless 7. I think we keep a win conditionless 6, though, especially with a Scry and 2 probes. These could be literal anything. Definitely going to top a Land Grant. Land Grant lets us cast this Pyroblast nicely. Get to take a look-see at what our opponent's doing. Show me what you're working with. Oh, jeez. Look how... Is that a... Oh, it's a rough tumble. Okay. I was like, is that a boom bust? Gosh. Opponent's kind of rude. Look at all the stuff that he has. He has Stifle, too? God. This is my stuff, opponent. It's 58? Okay. An opponent chose to shuffle, so they don't know what's coming up here. So I'm actually going to shock this in, and I'm going to hold up this Pyroblast. Maybe I'm supposed to wait on this. Another Land Grant, gross. Although I suppose that just gives me something to Chrome Mox, so I'm going to have to Chrome Mox something anyways. Counter target spell if it is blue. That one. Yeah, I should have played the Chrome Mox out. Because he's going to daze this. Now I have to pitch a Simian Spirit Guide. Yeah, that was sloppy. Definitely should have played the Chrome Mox. Because that's not... the Chrome Mox would have been a reusable mana source to pay for that daze. Instead I used a permanent mana source, which does not feel great. So we're probably not winning this game. In fact, we're probably not going to win the match, but we got to get him game 1, which is, you know, all you could really want out of life. Delver of Secrets. Yeah. A challenger appears. Pyretic Ritual. Play the old Tinderwall. Jeff Swipe Right. I don't even know what that means. Sacrifice it. Make some mana. Alright. Go to the next game, opponent. You have bested us. We have been bested, opponent. Yeah, I'm just going to submit. I'm happy with my Pyroblast. I really don't like Xantid Swarm against Delver. Has Elvish Spirit Guide not fly? It's such a flavor. Can I get a flavor judge ruling on Spirit Guide having flight or not? there a flavor judge in the room that I can get? Anyone? Bueller? How many mana does this hand make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chrome Mox is just like a giant steaming pile of poop and doesn't make any mana. So I have to mulligan this. It's a Tinder thing. Okay. Got it. Got it. I'm not hip. I've been married for several years, since before Tinder was a thing. So. I think we have to mulligan this. Just doesn't make enough mana. Feels bad, man. We're so unlucky. Bottom. Pass. It was 58. Okay, good. I have the number for reference. So I knew it was over 50. I'm not interacting with Belcher every flavor judge. Yep. Alright, we're just gonna run this Belcher into a forest real quick and then we'll play something else. Or Daze. Daze gets us too. GG's, bud. GG's. For a spirit guide, empty for one, right? Oh, I have to laugh because if I didn't, I'd cry. Exile my hand, concede the game. Alright, since Magic Online decided they don't want